the focus they've got coming off that bus. The skyline of downtown Toronto really looking wonderful tonight. It's a beautiful evening here on the shores of Lake Ontario. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. Barrett is out there with Junior, and it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. And for the Raptors, Johnson is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Davis, then there's Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Now, here's Junior. Now recovering. Got a piece of it. Outside, Davis. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Johnson surveying the floor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The powerful frame of Stanley Johnson, able to withstand contact on the interior. This time, gets sent to the line.
And both free throws good for Johnson. For the Raptors, they come in off the loss to the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of the...
Whoa, hammering it in!
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I expect this to be an inside-out kind of game. This team has a lot of shooters who can really get going once they hit a few. Let's see if they can get on a roll from out there. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. Yep, it counts.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Lowry kicks to Davis. Here's Anunoby. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Fires the 3. Lowry can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. And you look over the course of Kyle Lowry's career, he's bounced around for quite some time, but boy, has he found a home in Toronto.
And you know, GA, a few summers back, had a chance to leave, but he stayed with the Toronto Raptors. What a decision that was. Reason why he helped lead this team to their first title. Kyle Lowry's been loved by this franchise. He'll go down as one of the all-time great Raptors.
They look to Barrett in these spots because they trust the young man's ability to finish in the open court. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
3-pointer, Lowry. It's Lowry again missing. Here's New York. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Give your dance back some more, fans.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Davis finds Ibaka. Davis against Barrett. The Knicks leading by 8. Here's Vidal, and Junior throws it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Three-pointer, Lowry. The shot missing. The Knicks go the other way with it.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Outside for Robinson. Some nice passing by New York here. Vidal, the pass to Robinson. The second effort, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. New York shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Raptors trail by 12. Inside, here's Davis, and he uses the glass on the layup.
A good find by Kyle Lowry. Doesn't always get enough credit for his vision.
Now, here's Junior. Lowry covering. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Johnson outside. For the 3. The shot by Lowry, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Junior kicks to Robinson. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Knox. Trying to get open as Randall. Knox misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Toronto Raptors. A 12-point game. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
For 3, Barrett buries the long-range jumper. Barrett's got 7 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Toronto calls timeout. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those.
Here's Johnson. 8 points his last outing. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Raptors have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And that one falls for Johnson. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. So Johnson hits 2 of them.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
They've got Lowry. Baca is out there with Chris Boucher. And there's Davis. And it's Johnson in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Raptors trail by 17. Shot from the top of the key. And it's Junior with the rebound. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And they call an illegal screen here.
Turnover there, but for the most part, they've taken care of the basketball. That was one of the few mistakes they've really made.
And I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for Damian Dotson. Lowry with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. And he gets the bucket. Lowry's got his first 2 points of the night.
Lowry is just a ball of muscle out there. He has no problem taking a hit like that and still finishing.
Out to the right wing. Now, here's Junior. Lowry covering. And Robinson is right there. Robinson's got his second basket of the night.
challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Lowry passes to Ibaka, and stolen by Junior. Johnson, that's for 2. That one, no good. So New York will take it the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
Back to Davis. Johnson, the pass to Boucher. 5 to shoot. Now here is Lowry. He's covered by Vidal. A shot by Lowry, no good.
And another miss.
Ooh. Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. The shot falls for only his second bucket, 2 for 9.
And there are guys who can drive like Lowry, but not many that can shoot as well, too. That's what opens up his penetration game.
Now, here's Junior. Defense is right there. Here's Robinson. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Lowry from outside sinks the triple. Lowry's got 7 points.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Vidal, the pass to Knox. Now, here's Junior. Lowry covering, and that one's good, Junior.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Lowry has the open look. Off target from outside.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
And it's in there.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
And the Raptors call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
It's free t-shirts. Let's see who. Give your dance pack some love, fans. Come on, give it up.
Boucher kicks to Johnson. And Lowry has it in the corner. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Barrett's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Vidal over Lowry. They get it again. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. New York leading by 20.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
The Knicks have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Vidal, the pass to Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Raptors trail by 21. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lowry from outside. Raptors get it back. Ibaka. Randall against Lowry. The pass to Gasol. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. And so it's the New York Knicks. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
The engine that makes them run. He's been able to push the action, and he's making great decisions.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett and Knox are the wingmen, and it's Vidal in at the point guard. Now Lowry, ball's knocked loose. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. The Knicks have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Lowry brings the double. Over in the corner, Randall. The 3. Traps in the tray. Randall's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You just can't give him that shot anymore. Julius is now comfortable from distance.
Davis against Barrett. 3-pointer, Lowry. It's Lowry again missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Kept alive. Pass to Vidal. And the Knicks good for 2.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Lowry against Robinson. From 12 feet out. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Ibaka's got 12 points in the game.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Here's Vidal. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Lowry. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The Knicks leading by 13. Here's Vidal, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Knicks have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. Free throw good, Junior. Chris Boucher's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And both free throws good for Junior. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that? Or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Toronto. Down by 15. Fires for three.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
In the corner, it's Robinson. And the three off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Lowry has it in the corner. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. Lowry's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for Toronto. Now, here's Junior. Now recovering, and that one's good, Junior.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Now, here is Lowry. 20 points for him. This one for three. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got his sixth rebound on the night. Here's Vidal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws. That one on Johnson.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Knicks have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Marcus Gasol is checked in for the Raptors. Fred VanVleet comes in for OG Anunoby. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Knicks. Elfrid Payton comes in for Kevin Knox. VanVleet kicks to Lowry. To VanVleet. There's the three. Good on the triple. VanVleet's got five now.
You have to respect Fred's range. If not, he'll make you pay. Fred VanVleet, a weapon from the outside, has a great shot that he can pull up at a moment's notice. He's consistent on catch and shoots as well as off the dribble.
Raptors trail by 14. Pass to Boucher. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
He's heady. He's unselfish. All VanVleet does is make winning plays.
And with VanVleet, about half of his shots are from deep.
You're right, GA. That's the number one part of his offense, of his game right now. He can shoot it deep, but he also can drive it. He shoots a low field goal percentage from those shots because of the distance.
We've got Fred VanVleet. Johnson is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Ibaka, and it's Lowry in at the point. So that's the five in the game for Toronto. Now, here's Junior. Now recovering. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. VanVleet wide open. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Comfortable in catch and shoot situations. Fred does a lot of things for this team.
Here's Vidal, and he gets the whistle. Two free throws coming up.
I love how hard he's playing, really since the break. All the defense can do at this point is foul him.
And both free throws good for Junior. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree. Now, here's Junior. T right on him. Back to Randall. New York moving it around. Johnson over to help. Launches it. New York, no good that time either.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Lobbed up there for Van Vliet. It's stolen by Barrett. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Vidal. Makes it off the glass. Junior's got 37.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Lowry from outside connects from three-point range. Lowry's got 7 now in this quarter.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Here's Vidal. Dishes it to Robinson. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Lowry for 3, and again, Toronto with the triple.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Now, here's Junior. Lowry covering.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Lowry, defended by Vidal. Van Vliet looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Knox.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Junior dishes to Robinson. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Back to Lowry. Lets it go with a 3. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. From deep. And again, Toronto no up.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter. It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far. And I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. And it's Robinson, that time on the assist by Junior.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. Johnson outside. Back to Van Vliet with the teardrop. And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Randall with the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Lowry passes to Van Vliet, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Knicks.
Passes it to Barrett. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
That shot misses. Nice D from Vidal. And that one drops. Junior's got 41.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Van Vliet passes to Johnson. Misses the three. The Knicks shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%.
Hey, right here.
And that one's good, Junior. Junior's got 10 points in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Lowry. Doubled by Vidal. And the pass to Anunoby. Barrett against Van Vliet. Pass to Johnson. And here's Lowry. 4 on the clock. Puts up a three. The shot, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Anunoby has the open look. No good on the triple. Now the Knicks with it. Junior kicks to Barrett. Dishes it to Junior. Back to Barrett. At the elbow, it's Junior. And he makes good on the layup. Junior's got 45 points.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate. A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Here's Vidal. Oh,
yes.
Goodness. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Pass to Anunoby. They double him with Junior. Here's Van Vliet. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Van Vliet's getting it done tonight. Efficiently here from the floor. 6 of 10 so far.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New York.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside, and that was working all game long.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Junior.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Stanley Johnson. Norman Powell's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Matt Thomas in for Kyle Lowry. And a new group in for the Knicks. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Robinson. Reese Harkless comes in for Randall. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Kevin Knox. And Ellington is subbed in for Barrett. Here's Vidal. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. And here's Toronto. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the wing on the left. Here's Van Vliet. It's rebounded by New York. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's Vidal. Good D by Thomas. Van Vliet, right side. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.